Hi everyone, Dr. Sonya Jensen here, and I just want to take a moment to talk to you a little bit about the love hormone, oxytocin. So oxytocin is associated with pregnancy and lactation because we need lots of it in order to give birth, and we also need it to produce milk. So a lot of people don't know that's actually associated with weight gain and weight loss. Reason being, if we have low amounts of oxytocin, there's a part of our brain that's activated more often that's creating this reward system when we see foods that actually aren't good for us. So it actually creates this habitual pattern of eating when we're under stress. So allowing our bodies to have more oxytocin, we can actually shut that pathway down. So the pathway, it's called the VTA pathway, and what it does, it communicates with the rest of the brain, and it starts to shut down those reward mechanisms so that when we do see these foods that aren't great for us, that's going to get shut down. And oxytocin, there's receptors in many parts of the brain. It's in the amygdala, it's in the hypothalamus. So it has different roles in the body, not just for birth. It actually increases when we're under stress. So that gives us a clue into how we are behaviorally wired to actually seek social connection. And one of the things that it's connected to is social cognition and social behavior. So the more oxytocin we have in our system, the more connected we feel to others and the more connected we feel to ourselves. So what are some ways we can increase oxytocin in our system? Well, one way absolutely is feeling heard in community and staying connected with people. For young kids and for adults too, is that gentle touch is really important. Being creative is absolutely important, and then just being able to create and be in your own story. And so we've lost a lot of that in our everyday life because we're under a lot of stress. We're running from one thing to the next, so we're not really focusing on this hormone that actually allows us to just be. So oxytocin can increase in our body with these kinds of scenarios, but there's also other pathways that can be used to increase our oxytocin, and one of them is through the intranasal pathway, because what happens is it actually goes into the olfactory system, which is going to activate, and there's a pathway that the GABA receptors have all the way towards the amygdala to help shut down that stress response, to help shut down fear, and not necessarily shut it down maybe, but it actually helps to decrease it. So therefore it will decrease anxiety, and it's going to decrease those moments of panic when life is happening. So once again, oxytocin, the love hormone, has huge effects on our body, mind, and our spirit. So it's one of those ones that we really need.